What's up tout le monde et bienvenue sur le podcast aka No Cap.
Votre boy J Seb.
Votre boy le podcast.
There's a lot of English artists that are making a lot of noise, bro, and the whole hip hop scene, and that's documented. The whole hip hop scene in Montreal started in English. You know what I mean?
Well, let's be real. The game is English. The real game is English. The real game.
Yeah.
Let's be
the
let's
biggest
be real.
market, the biggest industry
The
is
hip
in
hop
English.
started in New York, right? And
Yes.
it blew up and it became this massive industry. And it's an English industry
Yeah.
with English artists. Yeah, there's drawn French, of
Yes,
course.
now there's a
but
lot
let's
of
be
scenes.
real. The Quebec, what is it? It's Quebec, France, and then some parts of Africa.
Yeah. Belgium.
Yeah, but in my opinion, culture
Yeah.
impact is coming from the English
It all comes
industry.
from America.
Yeah,
I think it
exactly.
all comes like
So like let's show the world we have that. Let's show our thing. That's how I feel. I don't know.
I agree.
100, I agree with you.
Yeah, you know, like,
100%, bro.
Yeah, tight,
100%.
tight,
Why
tight.
not, bro?
Yeah.
It's and at the end of the day, besides it's part of our city, bro.
Exactly. We're that.
Ça, c'est
we
Montréal,
have
bro.
it too. Hello.
There's people in
Yeah,
Montreal that
exactly.
grew up in English, and their grandparents been in Montreal, and their great grandparents, and like there's English communities.
Yes.
And why not show love to everybody? You know what I mean?
And tell
Shout
the
out tout le monde en
stories.
région qui regarde. Shout out tout le monde qui regarde qui est francophone. You know what I mean? Mais cette semaine, on a un artiste anglophone, and you know we're gonna do it this way pour cette semaine. J'espère que vous appréciez. You know what I mean?
Let's do it, bro.
Cette semaine, bitch.
Vous savez
Cette
déjà qu'est-ce qui
semaine.
se passe. Vous savez on est où, man. Yo, c'est le podcast. Des gros guests chaque semaine, week in and week out, bro.
You already know.
Cette semaine, we have an artist.
Tell them.
We have your favorite MC's favorite MC.
Tune in.
That's
We
true.
have somebody that's got a super versatile flow.
Fact.
Il représente le sud-ouest de Montréal. Il est venu chiller ici avec nous au podcast. I'm talking about the one, the only, Kris the Spirit in the building.
Yeah,
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
ONZMTL.
What's going on, my bro?
I should have been here sooner, like I told you.
Shit, but welcome, man. What's
I'm
shit?
here now. I'm
Okay,
here now.
We're here.
Good. I'm happy, grateful.
Yeah, man. Shit, like it's true. Long time coming. You're somebody that's been putting in work in the game for years. Even me, I'm getting to know you here today. So you rep Sud-Ouest, Southwest, Pointe-Saint-Charles.
Yeah. I grew up in Pointe-Saint-Charles.
All
I
your
feel
life,
like a
since
lot, not all my life. Like I think way early was in the Plateau.
Okay.
Before it was the Plateau.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not to reveal my
No,
age
Hey,
like
no,
that.
no. We're
but-
just talking.
But yeah, no, so Plateau. I started in the Plateau, and then at some point I went towards downtown, like Saint Henry.
Yeah.
Then I just stayed in that area for most of my
Okay.
adolescent life and shit. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You dropped a project recently. The Kings of Dogtown.
Yeah. The Kings of Dogtown. Yeah.
And it had been a while before you dropped the project.
Yeah, it'd been a while.
What was the reason for because we were talking earlier about like, staying like active, especially today in the music
Yeah.
music industry. It's very
You gotta stay
fast
active,
food. It's
active,
very,
active.
you know what I mean? So how do you, from somebody that's been around for a long time, take a long hiatus and come back? How was the reception? Was everybody you're expecting to be there?
When it dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't expecting the people that I had before. I wanted to get a new audience. I wanted to refresh my catalog, get a new audience as well. And the hiatus was really just because, like, you got to get your infrastructure right. Like, shit wasn't, like, I could do songs all day, like, produce the beats. I was trying to, like, produce mainly. So I
Yeah.
was just, like, focused on producing the stuff I wanted. Never got to what I wanted to do anyway. And I was just thinking, I never, like, did a project that was like about my life type shit. It was I never did something like that, and I feel like the city also doesn't have like a Illmatic-esque album. We just don't have that, and on top of it, there's no one that can even do that. I feel outside of me or Nate, possibly
Shout out,
PK
Nate.
as well. So I feel like I wanted to just do that at least for the city. That's what inspired me to do the project, and
Very
also
dope.
tell my story too. at the
Well,
same time.
c'est ça. It feels like
Bring
a
the mic closer.
Oh, shit.
please.
Sorry, my bad.
it feels like a more personal album.
Yeah.
I guess than your previous music.
I was always personal on my music. Every time I'm in front of music, I got to keep it like personal. But I feel like It's different. It's more descriptive. It's like bars-ish. It's like bars. Like you could just read it and get the story like direct type shit. You know. So.
But even the way you did the album, there's those snippets, the news snippets throughout the album, where it's like this area in Montreal, like whatever you know.
It's talking about Pointe-Saint-Charles. Like,
it's okay. It's all
talking
about
specifically about Pointe-Saint-Charles. Like the hood's been fried for decades, and century it's been fried. So it just it's just generational curse, and then the new people who occupy that space now, and how it went for me. It's all on the project, you know.
And the intro by Action Man.
Action Man, yeah.
What's the link between you and him?
He's just a G, bro. He's a G. Like I passed by his studio one time. One of my friends was recording at his studio, and I just met him there. He has a crazy voice.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yo, I got to work with this cat because he has a great voice. I want to do something, you know. And ironically, he's from Pointe-Saint-Charles too. He's one of the first artists to ever drop music, and he's from the Point, just like out of irony. So I was like, I have to put this guy on.
I didn't know he was from Pointe-Saint-Charles. Because I think you guys gotta fucking tap in with these people. I always knew him to be from Park X, no?
I don't know where he's from. He's from Montreal, but I know that one of his first music videos that he shot because he was a rapper. He's a rapper.
Yeah, of course.
And it was shot in Pointe-Saint-Charles, and he told me that like that's where he was stationed at the time. So it's like I have to put him on this project.
Dope. And there's it's like in the intro, he's doing like the kind of like the mathematics, the 5%er talk.
Yeah.
And
I just told him to do his thing. Like, do your thing, bro. Like,
okay.
I just need this energy. Like, we're trying to build our Illmatic, you know? Like, even if it's not that, that's what we're aspiring to do. Even maybe on the next one or whatever I'm going to do next. But, like, we need this energy, bro, for certain. Okay, for certain, we needed that energy for the project.
Because when I heard that,
sets the tone.
And I know I think you spent time in New York.
Yeah,
so
I did.
Thought maybe you were like a 5%er or something like that.
I'm not an actual 5%er. Like
it's just
I know a little bit about them.
Yeah, you let him do his thing on the intro.
I just let him do his thing. Like I wanted him to say his piece and his comments. So because I let him hear the album before, and then let him just say what he has to say. You know.
Dope.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. And like when you say Illmatic, you want it to be like Illmatic. Is that to you kind of like the ultimate
it's
rap
a staple,
album kind of thing?
Illmatic's a staple, for New York hip hop rap music. It's like a iconic staple.
Yeah.
In Montreal, we don't have that on the English side that much outside of the existence of Bad News Brown. I'm not really familiar with his whole album. Yeah. You know, but. Yeah.
But you know about Bad News.
It was almost like paying homage even to Illmatic, but it was also like, shit, we need where's our Illmatic? Are we ever going to get one? Let me try. Let me see what I can do. And that's it.
I bumped the Born to Sin album of Bad News Brown.
Yeah,
Born
classic.
to Sin. He's proud about that. He smiled when he said that.
Yeah,
bro.
That was
Bad News a legend,
I gotta
man.
retap in. I gotta
my brother
retap
Bad
in
News, man.
The whole era. Yeah.
Of course, man. Recently you dropped I think your latest drop is a collab with Eva Shaw.
Yeah.
What's it called?
No, my latest drop. My latest drop is not. That's not my latest drop.
That's not the latest one.
I dropped something else, but it was like a kind of like a leak type vibe. Like I sent it off to a label. They paid me just to drop the specific song, and I was like, yeah, drop it. You know, that's my latest. But Line 'Em Up was I collabed with Eva Shaw.
But that's interesting. The label that's a label from where? Like
the UK.
Okay, because that's from. So you still have, because I know you guys toured out there back in the days and stuff like that, right? So this is all from.
I don't know if it's from that. Like I dropped the Kings. I dropped Kings of Dogtown, and there was a track on it called From the. Yeah. It's called From the. And someone had emailed me, a label from the UK had emailed me about that specific song, and they're like, we want this song. Can you just give us this song? We'll just pay you to have one song like that, and we'll drop it and see what happens.
That's dope.
Yeah, I was like, sure.
Go ahead.
See
what happens.
Here's one that I have, and yeah.
Okay, so that drop, and then there's the Eva Shaw collab.
The Eva Shaw collab, that was, yeah.
And Eva Shaw, okay, because I don't know her per se. I've seen her name on songs with Nate Husser.
Yeah.
So that's how I knew she was an artist.
Producer.
I think she's from Toronto, right?
She's from Toronto, yeah.
She's a producer?
She's a producer. And artist and EDM DJ and...
Okay. Yeah. So I know, so did you connect with her through Nate kind of thing?
Yes.
Okay, that's
Nate's
dope.
my plug. Anytime, because Nate knows I'm not out there chasing after the whatever the fuck it is, and so he knows that, and he's just like, yo, you gotta link with Kris, Kris.
Okay, he's
like, always gonna plug me, like, for sure. Like,
okay, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So and I think, but the project came out on Eva Shaw's label, right? Is it possible? Or Fatti?
Yeah, it came up Mad Fatti.
Mad Fatti.
I have a partnership with Mad Fatti. It's basically Eva Shaw and Walter Jensen. He's he's an EDM. He's more in the EDM world, but they wanted to step into the hip hop realm and produce hip hop records, and they were looking for rap artists at the time, and what they presented me worked for what I was looking for at the time. So it's like I respect what.
Why not?
I respect that. Yeah, I wanted to secure something for my music. If I did want to continue doing my shit, at least there's a operation that can, you know what I mean.
And it's interesting because this album, I've heard you say it's kind of like your real first album. I don't know, like
if it feels like my real first. It's like the album I always really wanted to do.
Yeah.
I just never did it because I was always like, I don't know, just chasing other shit all the time. And
yeah.
So yeah, this is like, for me, it's like my first real album, like my first real thing.
And Vince produced it mostly,
Yeah,
right?
Vince produced.
I know Shab's got a track on there too.
Yeah, that track actually I did that for Shab.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I feel like he never dropped it, and it just fit right in my project, perfect.
Oh, okay. So you added it, but besides that, it was all Vince, right?
All Vince.
And
all
how did
Vince
you-
and the last, like the deluxe tracks are me and my dude Rob Mill.
Yeah, those are the more experimental. I'd say.
Yeah, me and Rob.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that
because
because I like those. I won't lie. I like the up tempo ones, man.
Yeah,
There's a couple of them. There's one you dropped. Okay, this is not even on the project. No interviews. I love
That's
that.
the last drop I dropped. That's the last one for the thing that I did for the label. That was that
okay.
track.
I love that joint.
Yeah,
man.
I love that one
I love the
too.
instrumental. I love the different.
It's
vibes.
like we were just like producing. We're like, let's do trap. Let's do drum and bass. Okay, now let's do fucking Atlanta fucking thing. Whatever.
Okay,
Young
but-
Jeezy. Let's put we just left it as it was, and just like.
And how did you connect with Vince?
Me and Vince been connected, bro. Me and Vince is a real hip hop guy, bro. Like
Vince,
he's a real student of the game.
Little
Did
B's
hobbies,
and
very-
everybody,
Vince
right?
Carter.
He's a student of the game. Like when I first was touring with Nate or whatever, like he was there on that same tour. Like
With his group?
Yeah.
With
the
Dead Obies.
Obies. Yeah.
Okay.
So me and Vince been trying to do something. We just never got around to doing it.
Okay, so you toured with them back in the days.
Yeah, we toured back in the day.
That's pretty dope. So
Yeah.
there is a connection. Like there's always going to be a Montreal, French, English artist connection, even if it's not a collaboration, right?
For sure.
Okay, so you decide to do the project with Vince, the whole thing, man.
Yeah, pretty much the entire thing.
How's
What pushed you to do it with him?
Well, he's really talented. He's a very capable producer. Like I could say I want to do like this shit. He'll create it. And it'll be like, oh fuck.
Yeah, he's a solid producer. He's somebody I feel like we don't mention him enough.
That's
in
what
the
I'm
city,
saying.
'cause he's
Disrespectful, heinous. Like this is just horrible, bro. We have this guy in our place, and we're just like, Vince, cool.
But
But he
guy's
doesn't.
legendary.
he's
I would
welcome
love to
anytime,
sit.
man.
I would love to have him on
But
the
he's
show.
not that
bro.
type of cat,
Yeah.
probably. You know,
a
he's
lot
busy,
of
bro.
producers but a lot of producers too. They're kind of more low key, and I'm not mad at that, you know.
I'm
But
not mad at that.
it's
either.
dope. It's dope that
I'm kind of low key. I don't really like sitting and talking to people about like. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga,
Yeah.
the track is there. The song is there. No, fuck off. Like, I don't have nothing to tell you. I'm busy. I have my life. I'm fucking, you know what I mean, bro?
Yeah,
so.
but Chris, I want an autograph. What happens? I mean, what?
But
If it's a titty, I'll sign the titty. But other than that, bro, come on.
but
Autograph. You know what I mean, bro? Like, come
I
on.
love it. I love it. Okay.
when you dropped like the album, I remember you wrote to me, and I
Yeah.
knew who you were,
Yeah.
and the approach that you had was really professional. And I understand that the way you were talking is like, yo, you better know who I am. I'm coming to do this and this. So of course I paid attention to it. And what was your strategy? It's your first project in 6 years, so I'm pretty sure you had a little strategy about making talk king of you. Sorry for my English.
Kings of Dogtown is.
No. He's
I
like
thought
to
he's
have people talk about
Okay,
you.
okay,
Like,
have people talk
so
about
you,
me. Okay,
you went
okay,
to
sorry.
media. So you wrote to me. So what
Yeah.
was your strategy
Yeah.
about releasing your project and make it known to the
Like
city?
the rollout.
What was the
rollout.
rollout? I wanted to just honestly, every time I do a project, like I'm just like this song is the rollout. This is the rollout. This dope ass fucking track is the rollout. I know it sounds fucked up in this day and age. I didn't really have a plan for the rollout, but I wanted to do visuals that like at least match the aesthetic of the project and what I wanted to do.
When I hear what you're saying, I see it like as true artist shit. Like you like
Yeah.
I don't want to focus on the business too much. I just want to let the art speak for
Because
itself.
if I start looking at the rollout and this and that before the project is done, so I started to look at it almost like I was too busy, bro. That project was actually hectic to make. Even if you ever talk to Vince, it was like during the final stages of the album, it was weird, like because we get budgets for these type of things.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, there's a deadline or the budget just gets retracted. So now we're like, oh fuck, we didn't know the day. Now we gotta da-da-da. So it never,
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Even
but when you look at the project, you're still
I'm happy with the project.
yeah.
But we did have to do like a change of the masters because like we had to like rush the master and it wasn't big enough, so we had to change it after and it was re-uploaded after, you know. Stuff like that, bro. You know, but so the rollout is not in my mind, type shit. You know, it's not in my head.
Dealing with all that,
and then when the project is ready to come out, it's like, okay, let me see. ONZMTL is killing the shit. Like, you guys are constant with it, so it's like we should tap in. We should work.
Yeah.
And whoever's dope should work. That's the problem. Like if you're a great producer, let's like if you know,
100%.
Let's work. Let's not.
But you did the ONZFREESTYLE, right?
Yeah.
Of course, man. One shot.
Exactly.
Yeah. One shot.
It was a one taker.
It was a one shotter.
I respect
bro.
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do another one for you guys. Fuck. Why not?
So maybe we'll do something in the Patreon, man.
No, I got
50. I need 50%. No wait, 3 of us, 30%.
Let's work.
Yeah,
Anything,
let's
of
run
course,
it.
man.
Okay.
And I appreciate it the way you
freestyle
arrived.
was crazy. Sorry to cut you off. That
Let's
freestyle
go,
was
man.
crazy, bro. Fredro Starr was emailing me.
For real?
Yeah,
Fredro Starr.
Yeah, he liked this.
Fredro Starr.
What's
bro.
the Fredro Starr connection?
He started to link up. He started to like tap in, and there's even a dude I feel like in Montreal who like manages his stuff in Canada. Perry lined it
Shout
up.
out my boy
Yeah,
Perry.
Perry's a G, bro. Like, let's not even put his name. Maybe you don't like
My
that.
dog, man.
Perry's
Come on,
a
that's
G,
my dog.
bro.
I go way back with that. With
Okay,
that homie, man.
word.
Shout out Good Friday.
Park X.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So yeah, Perry linked it up as well, but he was showing love. Fredro Starr from.
That's fire, man.
And then it just.
Fredro
connected.
Starr is a dope. Yo, he's got an album man, that he dropped back in the days. Firestar. That's a dope ass album.
I'm gonna do a
man.
project with him. I'm gonna do like a little small EP package.
Okay,
with
wow.
Fredro. Yeah.
Okay, shit, that's dope, man.
Yeah, and just off these things, off like doing
Shit,
a little freestyle
bro.
and
Wow.
That's
stuff
so
like
fire.
that, bro.
Yeah, bro, you gotta
let's
tell
go,
us
man.
this. We appreciate to hear that.
no,
bro.
that's what it
I've
does.
seen
Fire.
I've seen the share or the thing on the Instagram.
Yeah.
And I screenshot it. I was proud too
Fredro,
for
come
us,
in,
bro.
Fredro.
Of
For
course,
us.
man. For sure, bro. So it's cool to see it's going that far.
A win for artists.
win
in the
is a
city
win,
is
dog.
a win
Bro,
for
it's a win
for
for
us.
us.
That's
too,
what I'm
you know
saying,
what I'm saying?
bro.
That's
I
the way
know.
we see
I'm
it.
not
bro.
saying like he's like the biggest fucking,
Doesn't
but
matter.
still, bro, that's fire, bro.
come
Like
on,
let's-
man, that's
off of
ONYX, bro.
freestyle, bro. Off
Yeah,
some,
of
it's
course,
legendary,
man.
exactly.
So-
That's fire.
That's it,
Okay, man.
More of this. I hope in the future.
Exactly.
You see, so
So okay, so now we're talking about the music, everything you're doing now, but like for people who don't know, and even including me, I want to know the story, the Kris the Spirit story, because now we know Pointe-Saint-Charles, Jamaican background,
Jamaican, yeah.
100%. What's the?
Do I look 100% Jamaican?
No, that's why I wasn't sure.
Peruvian is my but I wanted to keep that sort of off the thing, you know. But yeah, my father's Peruvian and my
Okay.
mom's from Jamaica.
And did you grow up like more like in which
Jamaican.
culture? Jamaican culture.
100% in the Jamaican culture.
Okay, okay, and like, was there a lot of music around in the family? Was it like something that you were
Of
always
course, bro.
into since you were a kid?
Of course, my mom was a young mom type, you know.
Okay.
And so you know, she had all the tracks: Biggie, Lauryn Hill, Pac, fucking
Okay.
Backstreet Boy, Mariah Carey,
Okay.
ODB, all the shit, shit, bro. Like, you know, so
And did you have like any MCs around like growing
my
up?
cousins, bro.
Who's
My
your
cousins,
cousin?
my cousins. Don't. I'm not gonna reveal the
okay.
cousins, bro. The cousins are.
But like, were they like putting out music and stuff like that
They
in the
weren't
city?
putting out music, but they were rapping.
Okay.
You know, they were the fans that had the Biggie poster, the Eminems, the
Yeah.
fucking all that. I was exposed very young because they would be ciphering in the bedroom when I was a
fire.
young kid.
Okay.
And I'll just come in like, oh shit, this is fucked up, bro. This is crazy, you know. So I always wanted to jump in it because of them. Yeah.
Okay. And at what age did you like actually start writing or rapping or doing your thing?
11 or 12, trying to
Okay,
rap
that's young,
at
man.
11 and 12.
Damn.
It became my form of expression very early. I would have books and books in my house, like
Really?
yeah.
You still have those stashed
No,
somewhere?
no.
Damn.
What were you listening to at this time?
So yeah, if I was in it at that age, everything, bro. Like, fuck, man. When I was in the Point, I was listening to literally everything.
But what's
All
the
Lil Wayne droughts, all of the Lil Wayne mixtapes,
Yeah.
all the Kanye, all the Eminem, all the Game, all the 50 Cent, all the
Yeah.
Lloyd Banks, all the Papoose,
Yeah.
AZ, Nas, Jay-Z, fucking every single
But
rapper.
there's not one album like you said, yo, this
I didn't have albums. I had the LimeWire burnt CD
Let's go.
Mixtapes.
with
all the
every
mixtape
single
shit.
track
Okay, let's
that
go.
is ever that is out. That's what I had.
So when you're
You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
that's dope. But when you're starting to rap and shit like that, like getting in, I guess, ciphers with your cousins and stuff like that, is it an automatic like, okay, this is my thing. I'm doing
I
this.
loved it. I loved it right away. I feel like I was so ill when I first started, and then like when I got like, so I started at like 11. I was super ill,
Yeah.
and then like 17, 18, 19, when life gets real, I started to it just wavered away. It was just gone.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It was just gone. Like even during the time of like me and Nate doing our thing, like I couldn't write a bar. Like I couldn't even.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. No. Okay, hold on. So now you're doing your thing. You're becoming the MC that you become, and Nate, you linked up with Nate early.
Yeah,
You were young,
early, like 18 type shit. Like
so that's when you guys start doing music and
Yeah,
stuff like that,
yeah.
and start the posters, right?
yeah.
And that, like, look, and I'll be honest, me, I've seen, I heard the name, but I wasn't that much tapped in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm looking at the history, and I'm like, okay, whoa, international tours, international record deals, and stuff like that. I was like, damn, I was sleeping on it, you know? And like, tell me, like, how it started. Like, was it right from the jump when you guys started that you guys started seeing some traction, or?
Right away. Like almost right away. Like almost.
What was
Well,
the,
we dropped a few little like freestyles on YouTube and stuff, and it would like I think we attracted a group of like DJs to like manage us, and then they were trying to put us on. They tried to put us on, you know, giving us connections here and there, and then but nothing really significant popped off like until we really dropped our EP.
Okay.
Because like we had this EP sitting, we were shopping the demo, our EP for like fucking years.
What's
Like
the name of the EP for people who even want to check it out? You remember?
Starships and Dark Tints? No, there was another one before that.
Okay.
This one we deleted it off the internet. Like
Oh,
the
shit,
shit
it's
is
gone.
trash. But like yo, so we were shopping that shit around, and nothing came out. And then then we dropped Starships and Dark Tints, and immediately after it was just like the emails flooded with like record deal offer 100,000, doing tour all around Quebec, New York, Boston, Paris, Switzerland, New York. Just like
And are you guys like pure independent
100% independent artists. We did we did go around take bread from labels. Like, hey, we'll give you this 3 song, give us like 50 bands or
Yeah.
whatever the fucking case may be. And so yeah, we did shit like that.
Yeah, but even those little, you see, you're talking
that was
about
fire,
like,
bro.
all
Like-
those little things. Those
no,
are
no,
pretty
that's
cool
fire.
things, bro.
That's fire that we were able to do that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
but what was your first interaction with him?
Yeah, so yeah, I started really young rapping. I never took it serious as like a career. Even now, I kind of cringe at it as a career. I don't know what it is. It's just something, I don't know. It's my personal thing that I have. Like, I don't know. It's weird, bro. Like, whatever. So then, yeah, so I was like, fuck, man, am I going to do this rap stuff? Am I going to be able to get in the studio and record? I was like, let me go tap in with my dude, like this dude I knew in Bergs. He was like, yo, there's a studio over here.
Yeah.
Come record here. It's free. I was like, oh, I'll started to go there, start dropping freestyles at the studio. And, you know, when you do this and when you're freestyling in real life, it's a different game from when you're in front of a mic and on a mic and recording.
Yeah.
So when you're first starting, you see that it's not the same. So then I'm just going over there practicing. And I think Nate had a little group because Nate's a hustler, bro. He always has like the group. he has his shit in order when it comes to music and networking and all that.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I got this group, the Poster Boys or some shit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, fire. He's like, you want to join the group? And I was like, fuck, I thought I was in the group already. so like, you know, I thought I was already in that as soon as I reached over there. So yeah, that was it. Then we started to do songs.
So in the beginning, it was the Poster Boys and became the
Posters.
Posters.
Became the Posters. We had
Okay.
sloshed off like a few dudes off the project.
Okay.
Like the ones who are serious is like Nate and me. And then who's the serious producer? Joey. He's like the
So that was the group.
whoever's serious, we're gonna keep you.
Yeah.
Whoever's just like fucking like we're actually trying to do this project. We're gonna try to take this serious. We're gonna try to record real songs and see what happens for the first time. So like, yeah.
But where's the first time you guys met? It was in the outside. You were at school.
In the studio in Little Burgundy, studio in Little Burgundy. That's where we met.
Oh, okay. So, but when he told you come to the studio, you guys didn't like.
No, we had met at that studio when I was
Who
recording
had the studio?
separately, and then I was just bumping into him all the time because he was also at that studio
Okay,
trying to
gotcha.
record and do his thing there too. So
What's the studio?
fucking Youth in Motion. It was like a project for like kids in the hood, and you can go record your rap songs and shit. And
That's it, man.
very essential for these places.
That's dope, man. That's dope, man. Shout out, man. Shout out to everybody out there doing that, man. Shout out Filigrane qui fait la même chose.
And how was the reception? Like you said, when you started, it was with your cousins.
Yeah, that was like as like a 10-year-old type shit, an
But-
11-year-old. Yeah.
But I think they are the first one you have to have like the approval.
Yeah.
So what was the reaction?
Yeah, did
first
they
time?
give it the
Well,
stamp
I
from
was
the
nice
beginning?
at that time though, so it was like you have to fuck with me when I was a kid, like you know, I was nice, you know. So they gave me approval right away. They were shocked actually. They were like, "Oh fuck, this guy's fucked up." Like this little guy's like he's rapping some bars, like it's fucked up. Yeah,
That's fire,
right off
man.
the top. Yeah,
So man, that's okay. So like, when you see when I say like, oh man, that Posters, I kind of missed it a little bit. You know what I mean? But it's kind of because it didn't last. How long did it last?
I don't know. It was like a blast, and then it just like collapsed, and it was just like flatline. You know?
But that's like you see when we're saying every win is a win for us
Every
too,
win is
and
a
that
win.
when you tell me that, it's like it's breaking my heart, and it's like if you guys were on such a how can I say like a positive run kind of thing, what made it stop? Like what made you
Many
guys?
things. Like there's so many factors, bro. Like I'm not gonna list all the, but it's like you could just imagine. It's 3 dudes on. It's just. And for the first time, right? Like this never happened to nobody in the group. This never even.
Everything
Not even
was
sure at
cool.
the time it happened in the city with anyone either. So it was just like it's new grounds, new territory, and it's just like shit happens.
Is it like it became business too fast kind of thing?
Business, like not right away, but business got into it. Egos, regular shit, bro. You can Google this shit, and you'll probably see. This
Nah,
shit.
it's crazy. It's too bad. I mean, it's just I'm like, damn. As an outsider, you know, I'm like,
For a while, I thought it was tragic too. I was just like, after the Posters, I was done with like trying to rap and shit. I was like, fuck that. This
For
is
real?
corny. Yeah. Even the record deal and
But why-
interest, I was like, fuck off. Like, this is corny as fuck.
But why do you see that as corny? Like, because people see you
'Cause
as
it's
a dope
like-
lyricist. People see you as a dope artist.
The industry of it is corny as fuck. Everyone knows this.
Okay, the industry,
Everybody knows this.
The industry part. Okay,
And then
I get
even
what
how
you're
it
saying.
affects relationships, how it affects things, it's just like, ew, this shit is fucking corny. Also, even, personal
Okay.
things too. It's like, fuck, do I got time to be fucking running around right now? Like, my whole life's in shambles. I'm on a tour. Like, shit gets
Yeah.
hectic, you know?
Yeah,
So,
it's not
But-
easy.
yeah, it's not easy to keep it going. And
Yeah, I get it.
managers and such. And
Yeah.
you know, it's tough, bro. It's tough.
Gotta have the right people.
We
man.
see it,
could
man.
be-
We live it a little bit too.
You guys
so-
have crazy managers too, right?
But
I mean, not the same thing,
but
but
it's
you know, we see
conflict-
the industry, we see how it is.
Yeah,
and
we're
it's-
near
it's-
the
it's-
artist, the
It's a
people.
game, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And even me, I was telling you before, like as an artist, as a youngin back in the days, that's what kind of turned me off from doing music. You know, like I rather do it and have fun with it,
It
once
kills
in a
your
while,
soul. It kills your like.
than to
ambition.
always think
Yeah.
of what is it gonna do, who's gonna like it, who's not gonna like it. It's like you start doing it a little bit for some artists, you know, not everybody.
Yeah.
But me personally, it started too much being in my mind when I was doing music. I was like, You know.
Yeah, yeah.
So it is a challenge.
Stressed me out. Yeah.
It's a challenge, bro,
It is
for
a
artists,
challenge.
man.
It is.
In 2018, you released 2 projects with, I think, Make It Rain.
Yeah, Make It Rain. I did a couple
Mm.
of demos. That was like my first time coming back to music. Like I had
After
to.
the posters.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And how did you connect with them? Because that's Shab, I think, was signed with them too at that time, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it was Vince, to be honest.
Oh yeah, because
I'm almost 100%. I don't know if it's entirely Vince, but I'm pretty sure he had some like motion in that.
Yeah. Okay. And you dropped 2 projects with them?
Yeah, so I just got back in the thing. I had 2 demos already lined up. I'm like, I just want some bread to do music videos. So here, you take that, give me the bread. Is that's how I do shit. Is like I want to try to do music videos right now. Like my brain is like I want to do a music video, and then I'll just whatever the fucking song. I don't care the song. Let me do the video. So that's how I am.
So you would go and present them the project, and
Yeah.
they give you bread, and then you could do videos to that project.
Yes. Yeah. I didn't even care about like I think the first video that came out, the first video was like Boys Crazy or some shit. I just wanted to do this video, like visually I wanted to see it. Like I just wanted to see if I can make that, do that.
Okay.
So then I did that, and then they're like, "What's the song?" I'm like, "It's this song, some track." That track never came out, and then I had just copy and pasted a new track over the video that we shot,
Come on.
and I was like, "That's
Seriously?
It. I swear to God, yeah, that's how I operate, like creatively.
Very
Yeah.
on the fly.
Yeah, I would say. Well, it's not really on the fly because it's like I do want to make a music video, so that's the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the time.
Yeah, I know. But
I'm not like that right now.
It's a big goal to say, I just want to do a video.
Yeah,
'cause
I'm
then
just
you
like,
can
I
just
wonder if I could do a video like this. Like, can I do it? Can I actually like, reach out to the right people and do this type of video? Let me see. Oh fuck! Okay, it's 3,000 for that. Okay, that's too much for a video. But like at
Okay.
the time, it was like. Then I'm
Okay.
like, fuck. Let's get in this. Let's get an offer. I'm gonna put this on SoundCloud tomorrow, and then it's like, wait, let me chill. Okay. Oh, we got a record deal like right after. So we're like, hey, let's try to do this. Let's fucking
And
Run it
okay,
up.
so if I ask Kris the Spirit, what is your, how can I say, like ultimate goal in the music industry, if there is one?
making the wickedest project I can make. And it sounds corny, but like I just want to make the wickedest project that I want to make as a fan, so that I could play it all the time as a fan. Like that's fire. That's my only true goal.
So you don't ever, like you don't, because if I ask some young rapper or whatever in the city and I ask them that, they might say like, I want to blow up, I want to tour there, I want to do this. And you just spoke to me about music strictly.
Yeah, because if you do that, you'll most likely get to the other shit quicker than if you're focusing on the I want to blow up. Because if you really just want to blow up, you're gonna be posting every hour. You look like a goof to us, and you just look dumb as fuck promoting your shitty song 500 times, and it's like, oh, I have 1 million. Well, of course you spammed it like fucking every day. You know, of course you got the million, but it's like I feel like you focus on the music first, and then you're gonna. Well, yeah, those things will come naturally, right?
Yeah.
I guess I don't know.
Yeah, no, but it's
I
still-
feel like let me get to my true goal, and then maybe then. You know?
No, but it's interesting because you've still accomplished and done things with your music, like generated bread from here or from there or whatever it is that you do.
Constantly.
You know what I mean? And it's like you're doing it smooth while doing your own thing. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And that's what I think is important for artists
Yeah,
to do.
you
And a lot
gotta-
of artists that have success, I'm thinking of Roger, like they're doing their own thing, they're in their own lane, and it works naturally,
It
kind of
works.
thing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Exactly. So yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, you
Interesting.
talked
It's true.
about Vince, but I really want to know what was the first time Vince wanted to work with you. Where did he hear about you?
I don't know that. Vince knows that, but I remember meeting him in Paris or no, France somewhere. We're in France somewhere, and yeah, I met him. I wasn't really sociable at the time, zero. I'm not sociable now, but at the time, absolutely zero.
Okay.
And I didn't really talk to him, you know. But I think he conveyed to my manager at the time that he wants to work and he wants to do something. That was like such a long time ago.
So you were in France. Why were you in France and you don't speak a word of
Touring,
Oh.
doing it for music
Okay.
and the croissant. Yeah, music, bro. Like, why the fuck else am I in France, bro?
No, but I don't know, man. It's
You know?
cool.
But that was when you
In
guys
fact,
were
it's-
touring with,
Well, yeah,
with
when
them.
we were touring. Yeah, when we were
Exact.
touring.
That's what I want to know. C'est ça.
Okay,
Exact.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, of course.
Shit.
That was my.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, I was just there with music, bro. Music.
And where were the other places that you went on touring that stayed on your mind?
Fucking Switzerland, New York, Boston, everywhere stayed on my mind. Even Quebec, even those little towns in Quebec stayed on my mind.
And when you were doing all those tourings, you were witnessing the industry here. And was it real quick that you understood that there's maybe nothing to do in Quebec as an English artist, and you tried to see?
I did. I always did, but I never cared. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's like this is my city too. You know what I mean? I don't care about your whatever you're doing. Like I know, like maybe career wise, I never even looked at here as a place for anything.
Really?
For nothing.
But you don't. So, like, example in the English scene now, do you follow a little bit like the
No,
rappers in
no,
the
it's
city?
different. Yeah, of course. Shabo, I love Shabo. What
Yeah.
he's doing. I follow some of the artists like
You have
really
a
good
collab.
ones.
You have a dope collab with Nate and Mags
Yeah.
and Lolly D.
Lolly D.
She's dope too.
She's fire. Her pen is very, very.
So how did that collab come about with Magnum? And
I've been trying to work with Magnum. I just never had any like good enough music to present to him. Like, hey, I want to do this track with you.
so you've been seeing Mags from back in the
Sure,
days, right?
Way
'Cause you're
back
from
in the day. I remember
from that
going to
area.
a studio called Red Rhino Studio.
Of course, right in front of the Bell Center.
And I met. That's where I first met Mags. But he was always a legend. Like his bars, he was always known for spitting bars. We're like, this guy's fire.
Yo, from back in the days till now, bro. Till
Till
this
now,
day.
like that's what I love, bro. Like,
Okay, that's dope.
There's not many, bro. He's valid, bro, as a rapper, bro. He's
Absolutely.
crazy. Yeah.
Absolutely.
There was the GT studio too, huh? There was
GT?
the building behind the Bell Center. I
Yeah,
remember.
there was a few studios.
That's the building. That's that
Yeah.
building, bro. Yeah.
Classic times.
Classic building.
Yo, I remember.
Legendary.
I met Lafouine
What?
with Bad News Brown and Roy Enoch. They
Oh,
were there.
shit.
And that was and I saw Cena for the first time. Big shout out to my brother Cena.
Big shout out
Bro,
to Cena,
shout out
man.
to Cena.
And yeah, and for me, I'm from the east, so I always knew there was a scene in the west southwest, but due to the English and French, it was always like in the shadow,
Distant.
like distance, you
No,
know?
but you see, but
and,
this is-
and the guys, the receptions of this kind of this
Yeah.
part of the city.
It's like Mufasa when he's like, Simba, that's the part, the shadow part.
Yeah. Like
You don't go over there.
Sans pression, causé territoire hostile.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Exactly.
territoire hostile.
That's what it was.
But you
too.
see, this is the beauty to me. This is so the richest thing we have in Montreal.
Yeah, exactly.
We have you, and you guys both grew up in different parts of the city, speaking different languages, but in the same
Yeah.
game, same
Yeah,
culture,
exactly.
same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We all connect on this one thing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And
yeah.
even though the language is not the same, and it's unique, that doesn't happen in a lot of cities. You know
It's
what I mean?
true, it's true.
So I think it's dope. But
Because
like
here it's just like, it's blatant. It's like language.
it's very
barrier.
split.
Yeah.
It's very split.
Yeah.
But you know me, I feel like I like when English and French artists collab. Some artists like it,
Shit.
some less. Me, I think it's dope. I think it's something that we have in the city that we don't have anywhere else. So why
Yeah,
not?
that's true.
You know what I mean?
Because it feels like a useless endeavor. Like, why are we doing this? But it's
Do it for the
actually
city,
fire.
man.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
I'm not saying do everything.
No, but,
like that, but it's
from
cool.
for an English artist, it looks like, why would I do this? Like, they're not
Yeah.
gonna understand me, literally. So why would I do?
Well, bro, a lot of people that listen to French rap grew up on American rap.
I know
too.
that's the funniest part, but
So,
it's
I
just
mean-
like I'm just saying that's our English approach. That's how we
Yeah.
look at it right off the bat. That's why we're like, why would I? For what?
But you see,
But then it's like now I want to work with the French artists. I want to see what's up. Like I want to.
Why not, bro?
I want to test my ability with every artist.
That's
like,
it.
Yeah.
that's what it's about, man.
Why not?
And you spoke about Mags like with high regard, kind of like, yo, I wanted to make sure I can present something dope
Yeah.
to him. Who like there must be other names in the city that like growing up or even today that like you mentioned Shab. Is there other MCs that you regard like that?
Well, that's like, come on.
Nate,
It's not
I
too
guess
much.
Nate-
Like there's Borden. Borden, obviously. You already know
big
Borden.
shout out Borden.
Big B, he's crazy. Borden. Mags. Let me see.
So you
Because
see-
I've worked with a lot of the dope guys already that I think are dope. I already worked with them. I have songs with. If I thought you were dope in Montreal, I worked with you, or you know that I'm trying to work with you.
Okay, though.
Yeah.
You see the Mags and Borden and all them. They got the Big Dogs Only movement and stuff. So I feel like
I
there
love
is-
that movement.
Yeah, I think it's fire, and I think there's something going on in Montreal that we gotta all tap into more. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Okay, man. I like it, man. I like it.
I love
man.
that. I love that.
Yo, if you could do a collab tomorrow with any artist in the U.S., who would it be?
In the U.S.
Yeah.
Fuck. Damn. Because they have the top, right? Damn, that's crazy.
Or anywhere in the world.
Yeah. Or
Alchemist, bro.
Alchemist.
Yeah, because I feel like, bro, I could give them a wicked project, bro. All those guys like Static Selecta, Alchemist,
Yeah.
fucking, there's more.
You know where I'm gonna go after you say that.
Ninth Wonder, fucking
We got one here, close.
Craven. Craven just sent me a beat. I've been trying to work with Craven, bro.
Let's
Craven
go.
knows he sent me a pack like a while ago, and I just never got around to doing the tracks because I was like trying to produce. I was trying to learn how to produce and shit.
Okay.
And it failed. Epic fail. Some
For
of the
real?
tracks came out, no, but some of I touch up on all the tracks I dropped. But so I just wasn't able to get around to his music, like to really tap in. And well, he blew up sort of. Like he kind of has
doing
a
his
bigger
thing.
name than at that time. But I've been trying to work with Craven, and he recently
I think
sent
it
me a
would make
pack.
sense. I
He
think it would
recently
make
sent me a
sense.
pack. Yeah.
I'd like to see that, man. I think it would make sense, man, because he's doing a lot of things. He's tapped in with a lot of American artists. So, like, I think it can help,
It
man.
works. It works. I feel like every producer that I want to work with, I just want to like give them the best project I could give them, and for them to be like, "Oh fuck, hey, this nigga's fucked up."
I
That's
feel it.
what yeah.
And we mentioned Lolly D before. Is she from here? She's from
She's
Montreal?
from here.
I hadn't heard from her, to be honest with you, before I listened to the
She
project.
just is the debut on this
Wow.
project. Yeah, she's
Angelic voice.
angelic. She's working her craft. She's working her sound that she wants to drop, and she could potentially drop some music.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's the beat of Fear God is Crazy, produced by Mike Shab. You seem to like to shot in churches. And I
shoot.
seen
Shot in churches.
Careful.
No, sorry guys.
Shoot in churches,
I'm gonna
video,
put money,
film.
yeah. Sorry guys.
No, but
How
go
many
ahead.
videos do I have in the church?
You
One.
did Undefeated.
Undefeated in the church. Yeah.
Yeah, and you had another one. Yeah, and I think the one with the Shab you did.
Fear God. That's not in a church. That's in a
No?
museum.
Us-
Well, there's some
Oh, okay, it's
religious imagery
Sorry.
in there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. That's hilarious, though. But churches are beautiful, bro. Like, I do want to be in the church. That's the
course it's
aesthetic, bro.
beautiful,
I've been, the music calls for it, bro. Like,
But your track Undefeated is one of the most streamed,
yeah, true.
and you shot it in the
church.
yeah. You made the
Video
video
in the church.
in the church, and you seem to be critical about religion. I don't know, because the way you brought it in this at the end of the video, you put like a skit.
Yeah.
And you talk about slavery.
Slavery, yeah.
You talk about land.
Yeah.
You say like no lands were given to the slaves.
To black people.
To black
in
people
America, yeah.
in America. And now I see you in a church, and I was just wondering, was it a way to say, yo, we gave like the Bible, the religion, to the black people instead of giving them like a land
You're on to something, bro. Because every time I do something, there's fucking mad layers to the shit I'm trying to do. Like, and I'm just like, no one's gonna understand this shit. You're on point a little bit. It was basically that. No, he's on point. That track is crazy, by the way. Like a freestyle I did at like 3 a.m. I just fucking flamed it, and then, but yeah, sort of, bro. There's a little bit of a political thing in almost all of my music, like a little undertone there.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't want to just blot out the message I'm trying to give, but there is a message.
Yeah,
in
of course, and that's why people appreciate your music. I mean, if there was no layers in this shit, You
Then
know,
what else? Yeah,
why?
empty, yeah.
It will be empty, and I think that's why we like to discover your writing, and that I think that's why you put the lyrics in the videos.
That's fire though. I'm happy he said that he got the thing, which is so
course.
fucked up because I'm an artist. I'm an English Montreal artist.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no one's gonna get this because of where I'm at. But in
Why?
the
I
States,
don't-
it's like this nigga's gonna for sure understand. I don't know. It's
I
just
don't,
it's like that.
Me, I don't get why you think like that. I'm
I
like,
don't
yo,
know.
bro.
I don't know.
You're a writer, bro.
It's because like for years, it's like these guys cannot relate to what I'm saying. They don't understand what I'm even literally saying. So it's like you feel like that over time.
I get what you're saying,
Yeah, but
especially when you have layers to what you're saying. Like,
Yeah.
there's depth to your
There's
lyrics,
depth,
right?
there's depth in
So I get that they might not get everything, but with the imagery, you see, like in the example, he was watching the video. So with the imagery and this and the skit, he put it together. You know what I mean? So, and I think a lot of people would.
I
too.
know.
You know
It's
what I
just
mean?
like, but you know what I'm saying? Like you feel like no one's gonna get it.
100%. It's difficult, bro.
Yeah,
It's difficult
It's a
to
perception. It's just like your perception. Like
and especially because you're doing it and you're doing what you're doing by kind of exporting your music, right? Because like
yeah,
you don't
exactly.
pay too much attention to the Montreal market. You're more pushing it to this guy in the UK or this guy here and there. So like it's interesting. It's like a different perspective of artists in Montreal, right? Because we see so many of them pushing here and trying to get on the media here, and you're like doing the opposite. You're here, but you're trying to.
Well, that's just like logic, right? They say like if your market is not here, go to where the market is.
But you're exactly. So do you?
So people go like Nate. He traveled to the States several times. He spent
Yeah.
a lot of time in LA. Spent a lot of time in Texas.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that.
Truth is there too. I think in
Truth
in
is over
Houston
there
with
too.
them,
Yeah. So I couldn't do that.
yeah.
For political reasons, whatever. I couldn't do that. So it's like I'm still gonna push my music to the right market anyway. Like
No choice.
internet is the thing, and you connect with people there, and
Absolutely, man.
as long as it's getting to the right people, that's blessed,
100%, man.
Yeah.
Yo, you got a line on and on when you see like I see somebody head explode in Brooklyn or some
Oh
shit,
shit!
like that.
Yeah.
And I was but me, I was just like, okay, well, like then I found out you lived out there and shit.
For a very brief time when I was like 14, I lived.
Oh,
there.
okay.
Yeah, that story is that whole. You see the whole album, like I'm trying to take it, like.
No, you
through
say a lot of
stages,
there's a
through
lot
stages, yeah.
and it's like I don't know, we picture kind of
The imagery. I try to
Yeah.
give you the imagery of the
Yeah.
time that I was there and stuff like that. Like,
so it's all like everything you say is kind of part of your history, part of your life.
yeah. In this project, you can
And-
go
and-
line for line. It's it's to a real thing, a real
Is
event.
it because you spent time in New York that you're like more of an East Coast rap kind of guy?
I just always went close. Like I gravitated to like East Coast rap. Like at the time, it was dominating when I first got into rap music.
Yeah.
Biggie, Jay-Z, Big L,
Mm-hmm.
Nas. All the New York rappers were like the dominant
Prodigy?
rappers.
Prodigy?
Mobb Deep,
Yeah.
all of them. They were the dominant rappers. Big Pun, they were the dominant rappers at the time. So it's like the music that I was ingesting, whatever, was all New York rap, and it influenced my life because I'm consuming that as a kid, like nonstop for like as the most I possibly can.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
And then when I went out there, I was just like, oh shit, this is the place. Like that's crazy. Like I was like 14 over there. Like so.
You got another song on the album that I like, 24 Hours.
Yeah, big track produced by Vince.
Vince, yeah.
Great song, cool concept. Like we kind of, we've heard those a few 24 hours
Of
kind of
course.
joints, but it's
A
classic.
couple of them, yeah,
But
there's
we
good-
love that shit,
Yeah,
right?
why not give them the
For sure,
24-hour track?
And you see now that I'm talking to you, I kind of get this line more. There's a line when you say trying to rap better than Kendrick, J. Cole, or Drake, whoever your top 10 is. Never took a vacay. I'm chasing the next dimensions.
Yeah,
I put in hard work for the city never accepted.
yeah,
So you like, it's.
yeah.
I feel like if you go out there, people will give you the flowers kind of that you should get. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean? Like, cause I don't do interviews and shit.
No,
like,
but I feel like you're kind of like they won't get it out here. Like you.
No, I don't. No, people will get it. It's just like the first thought that I'm getting. Like you get what I'm saying?
I feel like you.
I feel that's like normal for creatives who
But I
put
feel-
messages
yes.
or layers and shit.
No, I
like,
get it.
I hope
but I
someone
feel like
gets
you
it.
minimize the impact of your music. You know what I mean?
Maybe,
Like,
maybe a little bit, yeah, a little bit.
like you underestimate it in a way. Not
Yeah.
the music, but the impact. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you
I
can't
feel
blame
like
me for that. Look where
No.
the city I'm in. It's tough. Like to just be
it
like,
is
this
tough.
is gonna rock.
It's
the
not
fucking boat.
100%, 100%. I'm not saying it like that, but I'm saying, like, bro, there's something. But it's interesting. But I love the fact that you approach it like art, no matter
Yeah,
what.
yeah,
You know
no
what
matter
I mean?
what, no matter
and you always, because I heard you say this, you always want to be a better MC, right? Better
Better.
verses.
Better verses, but like now it's like better beat, better project, better quality, better package, just like better.
You called the project the Kings of Dogtown.
Yeah,
So you didn't wrote the King. It's
yeah,
Kings.
the Kings, yeah.
So why that first?
Because I'm paying homage to all the street legends from my area that I grew up like witnessing. That was the era, like, you know, it was like fucking so many of them. You know what I mean? And they're the kings of this hood, the kings of Dogtown. They're either dead or alive, whatever.
Why'd you look up to them?
Even Mags, I consider him a king, one of the kings of Dogtown, because he was there, like he was a iconic person in the hood. That's a king of Dogtown.
You know, I'll be honest. I love to hear that, man. 'Cause,
That's
like,
true. It
he
is
was
what it
putting
is.
it down, and he's
he was
still
holding
there,
it
and
down.
it's
The
like-
kids knew about him. Everyone knew him. I knew who he was. So there's trap kings. There's fashion kings. Girls that are like the flyest in the hood at the time. So it's just like, you know, the kings of Dogtown. It's like the memories.
Who's the other rappers that you know from like that same area from Pointe-Saint-Charles?
There wasn't much. There was tons of rappers, but no one notable because no one put out any music. They didn't even have a rap name. But you knew that, oh, this nigga Daniel, he can rap. Like he's gonna fuck you. Like let's hear him. He's crazy, you know. So it's like that. Yeah.
It's interesting. It's like,
But at the city at the time, like during these stories and shit, it
Yeah.
was Eye Blast.
yeah,
Yeah.
It was Muggs was there. He was
yeah,
as
of
well.
course, man.
Mags, of course, was rapping.
You remember?
Bad News Brown as well.
From LaSalle, hometown.
Oh,
Six Blue.
Boy
Boy
Blue.
Blue.
Boy Blue, my
You
bad.
know what I'm
Blue,
saying? And that's what it
That
is.
whole era.
Yeah, and Dogtown is like kind of an abbreviation for downtown, like the whole area, like Saint Henry, Pointe-Saint-Charles, a bit of NDG, you know?
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
And if you're from that era, that's because it's not like it's the area and during a specific time frame.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, because now
get
you
it.
go over there, it's like a gentrified hood.
It's different. It changed.
I talk about gentrification on the project, like the whole thing. Like
Shout out to Kevin Calix. He made the Harlem of the North show there, and I know there's a brother. I forget his name. Rito.
Yeah.
That made the
He does
tours.
like a tour of the neighborhoods out there, like in Saint Henry, Little Burgundy, all that area.
And
And he
then-
does like a historical tour because there's like a lot of legendary,
Shit.
historic black figures from the city that came from there.
And musically, like I learned
you
about,
guys-
I learned about the black people coming through the U.S. After the South, the slaves were released. They came by train to Montreal, and that's what made the jazz heritage that Montreal has.
yeah.
And Peterson, I just don't want to misspell the names.
Oscar Peterson.
Oscar Peterson.
Oscar Peterson. So I learned a lot through the Montreal black culture, through that, and knowing you through your rap and your experience, you're from a deep black.
It's deep rooted. That
it's
area.
deep rooted.
It's a
Thank you.
culturally rich part
Exactly.
of town, and yeah,
So you've been
a lot of
noticed
history.
a lot of exactly. So
Did you see that event that KK put together last summer? When Ghostface came through, he did a concert outside of the park and stuff.
Borden was performing, and
Yeah,
I wanted
Borden
to go check
did
it out. I
perform.
didn't get
Yeah,
a chance
true.
to pass, but stuff like that is crazy to see, bro.
Yeah, man, that's fire.
I wish they had got an artist from there to perform too. I was like, just who? Nate and fucking.
Oh, from the
Me?
neighborhood, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Working up, working in progress.
bro. It's a
Yeah,
constant.
yeah.
I mean, Ghostface was there, you know, and he had a bunch of
Legendary,
local artists,
legendary.
so it's cool. But it's cool to see those initiatives, man, in the city, man.
Yeah.
But it's true that area is deep rooted, and there's a lot of history and music history too. That even me, I don't know
Tap in,
as
bro.
much about that I should.
Tap
you know
in,
what I mean?
Tap in, bro. There's
And
a lot of history there.
what you think about the media game in Montreal? Like,
It's weak, right?
Do you pay attention to it?
Well, I try to, and then it's just like I'm not gonna look at this shit.
Why?
Well, some of it's like fucking shit, bro. It's trash. Like, what do you mean? The media game is very weak here, right? We have one dude at the press writing stuff for us for hip hop. We have DMS.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out to DMS. He's doing
There's
his thing.
Montreality.
Montreality.
True. I always forget about them because like they're Montreality is fire. I just wish he would do some more stuff with like
In town.
yeah, that's all. Like,
Yeah.
and you guys are fire. Who else we got out here? We have a little radio station in Concordia
Yeah.
that runs shit from time to time.
Yeah, but it's true. Like it's not the
But
biggest.
there's a lot of IG pages. Like I don't want to put them in lower just by saying IG pages, but like MTL latest, the remasters is a new one.
Yeah, there's stuff that is for sure slipping my mind. Pages.
YC pages. So
extend.
Now there's a new one. It's called it's the Rolling Stones. Now they have a franchise in Quebec.
Okay,
So,
Quebec Rolling Stone. Man.
Quebec. Shout out to Billy. He wrote for
I didn't even know that.
from the Ragers.
Billy writes.
Yeah.
Yo, Billy, Billy, I need a fucking article, bro.
Wow, you see that?
There you go. Another ONZMTL alley-oop right
Yeah,
there.
of course.
Live
Billy
in
from
front of y'all.
who was with Vice, I think. But Billy from the
I know Billy F the chef, right? That's his name?
man.
That's my dude, bro. Like we go way back. We did shows together and everything.
Well, let's go, man.
You tell him to let's go, Billy.
Yo, you
What's
know
up,
Billy.
Hey, man, let him know, man. Billy's watching, bro. Let him know right now.
Let's go, Billy.
See, so I know that even shout out Pascal Leblanc on La Presse that writes.
Ouais.
There's a bunch of journalists, but it's
Not a bunch.
There's not a bunch.
but
There's not a bunch.
There's a few.
There's like 3.
because there's no radio station.
That's what I'm saying. The infrastructure's a little weak. Nothing wrong with being weak. What's wrong with it? We can build from there. Like it's only up from there, right?
Yeah, but they've been saying only up from here for the last 25 years, bro. Come on, man. Like, but you
Gotta stay on it, man.
And what's frustrating is that we see, like me, when I started working with ONZMTL, right? In the beginning, I was like, yo, you know what? You don't cover the English scene. Let me start interviewing the English scene and seeing, how it is. And it was it's a work in progress. Sometimes it's a little bit more complicated than others. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to those who did it. Shout out to Naya Ali. Shout out to Spank Squire. We had
100%.
Trailer Mount.
Big love,
Planet
Spank Squire.
Giza,
Planet Giza.
We had
Yeah.
Planet Giza. But
Keitra,
but
Lou
what I-
Phelps.
Yes.
Fucking.
But what I mean is that through doing that and like eventually became the podcast and whatever, is I saw the spike in interest in like the French scene and the English scene. I'm like, yo, bro, like people should pay attention as much, and we try, but it's a challenge, man. It is a challenge in the city, man.
Because also, like, who's our competition? The entire industry.
Yeah.
And we got to
That's
step
what
our
people
game
will
up.
say. That's
Yeah,
what people will say.
yeah.
They'll be like, okay, I could listen to an English guy from here, but I can listen to an American.
Who's doing it way better? Their beats are better. Everything's better. The quality, the master, the mix, the lyrics, the content, the life they live, so they can give you that content. It's all better. So it's like, why are you gonna listen to a guy from here? No, but that's why
we were talking about Mags earlier, right?
Yeah.
I feel like Mags can go up against anybody.
Me too.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, but I'm just saying the thought that the process to
Yeah.
like shy away from listening to these English artists.
And like we have like see Shab, what he's doing. Like we mentioned Craven, like big people are paying attention to these guys.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
But sometimes maybe it's just need a little more sparkings.
Well, this is the thing, like, these.
Let's say, sorry to cut you off.
No,
but
go ahead.
last week, there's King K.
yo, for the record, I love English ons, man. The evolution in English is crazy, man.
Yeah,
Vas-y, ouais.
thank you, bro.
We need that representative too, the English speaking French.
Well, people
like
that have been
him.
following us, people that have been following us have seen him speak English a little bit here and there through the years, and they see it like me. It's crazy.
Yeah,
go ahead.
It's a Chris episode. He's speaking full English.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man,
That's what
you
it
already
is.
know,
man.
bro.
That's it.
There's King KLV, a rapper from Montreal.
Yeah.
And he was doing an interview I seen, and he said he was the best English-speaking rapper in Montreal. And shout out to him, man.
Is that what he said? He said,
He
I'm
said
the
he's
best?
the best.
He said, yeah.
I saw him when he was saying, I'm charging for features, or from now on, it's like people got to pay. But yeah.
So I've seen that, and I'm like, yo, that's a big take, and shout out, man. But there's a lot of names that came to my head, and I tried to view, I tried to mags and shit, and I said, it's cool though to have this little competition coming in.
You gotta
see?
have that attitude, bro.
You have to
as an
you see?
MC,
You gotta be like,
think
I'm
you're
the best. Yeah, he has
You
to have
see?
that.
So
And King KLV's putting in work, man. He's
Yeah.
putting in
so
work,
he
man.
did his thing. So I think is it just that needs more in the English scene, like more competition.
competition.
That's what you
sparking,
meant, the
yeah.
spark.
I feel like
That's true. That's a point. Because you see in the French scene, there's a lot of fucking stories, gossip, a lot of music, videos, but like it's true that in the English scene it's that's why when we see a big dogs only movement and we're like, oh shit, Mags, Borden, Justice, they're all in the same crew, shit, they're doing a show, all of them together. Like it creates a hype and excitement. And it's true that besides that, everybody's kind of doing their own thing in their corners, and it's like
it's true.
I feel like you see, like even when we're talking about the era of Mags and Muggs and Millie Mills and all these guys, that was like the new money era, and I remember there was a show and everybody was there, Eye Blast, and it was crazy, bro. And it's like there was like traction behind it, and I feel now the English scene is very split. Like you see Planet Giza, they're killing it.
Murder.
They're killing it. They're on some other shit, right? But like, they're there. Then there's Kris the Spirit, Nate Husser, Mags, and Big Dogs Only, and everybody's kind of.
I like that a little bit.
I feel it would be. You like it?
I like that because it's like we're not just here entertaining our own little circus. We're like doing this.
Everybody has to build their
in their
brand
own
and
lane
branch off.
Yeah,
100%.
that's what I feel like.
But it would be cool to see. I don't know.
Everyone all
like
together.
imagine a posse cut with like 10 dope ass English rappers. I feel like that comes out. A video comes out. The city's talking if the guys are spitting for real,
Spitting
right?
for real, yeah.
So like, imagine a fucking shout out DJ Org, yo DJ Org, make it happen. He does a lot of.
I was about to say, like, someone has to make it happen.
But there's a DJ that does these things, right? He does like ciphers with like 15 artists, 10 artists, whatever. And I feel like that would be dope.
I think we should do that. Let's do that on a professional level, clean and
yeah,
proper.
100%. It's got to be done properly. But I feel like. Anyways, I just threw that idea out like that, but it's based on what he said, you know? Like, there needs a spark.
There's nothing there right now.
There should be more excitement. It's true.
Yeah.
On that side, I get it.
Well, on the artist side, it's tough because, like, the audience is not here. Why should I even try? And then there's the industry that is behind me, this titan of an industry. I should direct my energy towards this and navigating relationships, trying to, instead of entertaining my peoples, because they're not showing me love anyway. So
why waste
I already
time?
did all the shows here. So like, why am I going to continue to waste my time when there's a bag over here? There's actual money over here that I could take for my talent.
Yeah, at a certain
Type
point,
thing,
you gotta,
like,
at a certain
yeah.
point, you gotta make those decisions.
Oh, sorry, bro. Sorry.
At a certain point, you do gotta make those decisions, man.
Yeah,
if
you
want to
gotta.
eat from what you do. and stuff
Exactly,
like that.
bro. You gotta, you know.
Do you have any shows lined up for 2025 for like to promote the album and stuff like that?
I did a small tour with Dylan. For Dylan Ponders.
Okay.
I did a small show.
He's from Toronto, right?
He's from Toronto. Like he has a Guinness World Record for like the most tracks dropped.
98 weeks or something.
Some
like that?
shit like that every day. Some shit. There's a track like he probably has a new track coming out right now. You know, so shit like that. I did a small tour with him.
Where'd you guys? Which cities did you guys go?
Just Toronto, Ontario, like just like small shows here and there.
Okay.
Montreal, we did one here, and I feel like the show is not really in order to like just be like accepting show dates, and I'm not really eager to like be jumping on shows like too heavy. You know what I'm saying? And there is stuff in the works, of course. There's something in Europe like more in the works, international shows. And getting on stage with like bigger acts for like to actually do something.
Yeah, dope.
Because what's the point to jump on stage here tomorrow? It's good to be good for us, for us, but like
100%. But there is something in the
an
works coming up.
incentive to go and do it over there, and
that's dope.
Stuff like that. You know?
Where's your biggest where's your largest fan base from?
United States, like for sure. Like when I check, if I look on Spotify, it's all like United States.
Like which cities are the big
Denver.
ones?
Depends on what song it is. Like it might be. Finland is the top one for a specific track, and then Chicago, like I think Chicago really fucks with Undefeated. There's a lot of streams in the US like constantly, like yeah.
And
then
do you?
Canada will be like you know, Eva Shaw will be Toronto's like the #1 city for the Eva Shaw stuff, and then type thing, you know.
And do you use that to kind of like, let's say if you see this city's a big city for me, like do you try to like kind of connect with it, or like even people from there holler at you kind of thing?
Sort of. I don't really do the targeted marketing, you know, and it's like for me, like I should be on that. It's like if I have something for the target marketing, I'm gonna push it over there. But like I'm telling you, bro, my mind always goes to like better product. Let me do a better album. Let me do a better beat. Let me have a better mix. So that's why it slips my mind to be like, oh, people in Finland are fucking with this. Let me go and start do like a little clip for this, and then put it out there, and then like pay for the marketing to be in that hood or whatever.
Yeah,
Finland.
I see what you're saying.
You know, so yeah, it just slips my mind. It's like fuck, yeah.
Who called you the Spirit for the first time?
A long time. Just a long time. I can't even trace it back. Probably one of my cousins. You know, that Spirit over there, he's just like quiet in the back. But he'll fuck you up though. Just leave him over there, like type thing, you know? Yeah.
You were
Yeah,
always
a long
kinda,
time ago, bro. Like,
were you always kind of like the quiet?
always, for sure. Like, yeah.
So
Even your voice, like you have a
Yeah,
distinct voice, like
exactly.
you seem like the guy that it's not like you're talking, but you seem like almost whispering.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
have
see,
a
like-
lower tone, but like it wasn't even that. It was just like, yeah. And then many reasons evolve, like it's just the irony of life. Like art imitates life, and vice versa, like, you know, so the name is the name, bro. Like I just wanted people to know me as Kris. I'm Kris, so you guys know I'm Kris. But then it's like, let me just add a little spice to the handle, you know. But
you
yeah,
gotta add that, man.
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing what's coming up next, man.
Yeah, me too, bro. We'll see. If anything, I hope something, bro. I hope something.
The approach is very unique, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, like usually we'll have guys like, yeah, man, 2025, yo, I'm taking over for 2025, man. I'm going this.
Aren't
doing
you
that.
sick of that shit though?
I
Like,
am in a way.
I'm sick of it.
I am
Shut
in
your
a-
fucking mouth. Go in your studio. Fix your pen. Fix your bars. Fix your mix. Fix your beat. Fix your artwork. Fix your video. I don't want to hear you're coming for 25 or whatever the fuck you're coming for. Drop quality work, and that's
Just
all
do
we
it.
want to see.
And
Like
let the
as a
work
fan,
speak for itself.
yeah.
And let
like,
the work speak for itself.
yeah, that's it.
I respect it, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, dope Averex jacket, man.
Oh, thanks, bro. My boy hooked me up, man. Yeah, Averex.
I mean,
It's coming back.
this
Yeah,
ain't
man.
this ain't no ad, but it's a shout out. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Factory 87, man. It's my boy.
It's coming back, but I feel like even the hip hop, the rap scene, like everything's coming back to the roots.
Yeah.
So, for somebody that's been making it for so long, even the youths now, when they're trying to learn about the scene, about what's been done, your name will come across because the Posterz has done what they had done. So by staying active right now, it's really important. I really think you have your things to say, and the city we're going through a renaissance.
Renaissance right now.
Yeah.
Every so often we go through a renaissance. It's true.
100%, man.
And,
And not a lot of people have like when we say
Oh shit!
oh la
Not
renaissance.
city, man.
But not a lot of people have actually the pedigree, the background to pop their collar, like we're saying.
Yeah.
Like you did stuff that not a lot of people have done, and not a lot of people even know about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like it's important to, although I know you're all about your art, you're all about your music, but I feel like these conversations that we have can put more people's eyes and ears to what you do.
That's the only
and
reason why
make
I
your-
came.
And
It's the
make
only
your
reason why
name
I
pop
came.
up in more conversations.
Yeah,
Like when
yeah.
we're having our convos in our rap talks or whatever podcast, it's like, yo, there's Kris. Check out his freestyle. Check out when he passed by. Yo,
Yeah.
we mentioned this with Kris. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like
Yeah.
Yo, sorry to cut
No,
you
go
off.
ahead, go ahead.
And the thing that I appreciate the most about all this, to be honest with you, bro, it's because I tried sometimes to holler to some artists from the Southwest, and it's always been like cold, you know? No problem. But seeing that you arrived and wrote to me, and now you say you're like the Spirit, the guy keeping low, and
Yeah.
you get
and you actually took the time to
and
do
you
it.
actually took the time. For me, it was okay, nice. So because I think the city has a lot
to learn.
A lot to learn by the
marketing,
connection.
networking, yeah.
Yeah,
sure,
it's not
sure.
normal that you're not making a track with a guy like Obia le Chef.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
you don't know who Obia le Chef is.
I think I know him, right? He spits like a little bit Griselda-ish type. Like,
Yeah.
he kind of sounds like West Side a little bit, right? Is that
No,
him?
that
No,
you're
that's,
talking about
SeinSsucrer.
SeinSsucrer.
Well, there's like 3 of them right now. But there's one from Montreal. There's a guy, he resembles a little bit.
Yeah, you're talking
West
about
Side.
SeinSsucrer.
Oh,
He has-
okay,
yeah, yeah.
that's him from. Yeah, that's him. That's him.
A white dude from.
I like his sound, bro. I like.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like
People
Big
love
shout out to
SeinSsucrer,
SeinSsucrer. But
yeah.
that's nice that you shot it.
But yes, but there's what he's saying is true, and there's a lot. Like we had a Obia le Chef, which is a dope lyricist in French, like top tier lyricist, and it's like it would only make sense, bro. Why not?
I gotta check
You guys do the same type of music kind of thing, but like just different languages. Do
Me,
one.
me and Obi
Do
Le
one.
Chef.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I think I'll do so. You, Obia le Chef,
SeinSsucrer
on a
too
track
could be
produced by ONZMTL. We do something on
Do it.
ONZMTL.
Run it up.
Let's do
I'm
it.
down.
Two,
100%.
2 artists from the city, and we make something.
that's
I'm
interesting.
down. That's what excites me now. Like I just
Yeah,
want to like do
shit like that
shit
would be fire to make. Hey man, here we got a motto here. We throw it in the atmosphere, man. Then we see what happens, right?
bro. Yeah.
So hopefully we can make that
Yeah.
happen, man.
And I
Bro.
think it's something that's good for the city. Like we have a palette of colors,
Big time.
of
yeah.
sounds.
Crazy,
artists,
bro. It's
producers.
crazy how it's diversified.
Yeah. So
Yo,
the more
bro.
we mix this shit together,
Exactly.
like Steve Stout did the shading,
The tanning of
the
America.
tanning of America. When
Let's put it together, bro. Hey, that's what we need. We have
Yeah.
the talent. We have the artists. We have the
Everything, man. And the producer scene here is crazy. We got
producer
crazy
scenes off the
producers.
charts.
We got so many things that to our advantage, but I feel like we should all kind of mix it up even more, man. But hey, you know what I mean? It starts like this. It starts with these conversations, you know what I mean?
That's right.
It's a
that's
pleasure to
right,
meet
that's
you, my
right,
G.
For
Yeah,
sure,
man.
bro.
Thank you for coming through, man. Hey, if you got any shout outs or anything you want to say to the people before we get out of here, because we're about to go to Patreon. You know, Patreon gonna have some other quick questions. You know, I don't know if there's a freestyle or something he wants to do. We never
sure,
know.
for certain.
But if you want to give shout outs before we go to Patreon, let them know what time it is. Let them know where they can follow you or whatever it is.
Shout out God. Trust God,
Amen.
bitch.
Amen.
Yeah. Fuck that.
That's what it is, man. Vous savez déjà qu'est-ce qui se passe. You know where we're at, man. We're at the hidden showroom. Everything you see is for sale. Big shout out Smoke Signals, man. They got me floating like an angel. Shout out the one and only Kris the Spirit. Go follow him everywhere. Go stream the music. You already know how it's going down, man. It's your boy J7.
c'est votre boy le 11.
On s'en va au Patreon. Let's
ONZMTL.
go. Pow.